So this week, just gonna talk about what's in this motor. Right now, I'm gonna take these parts to a machine shop, get them dialed in. I don't know what they can do for me, but I'm gonna get as much as I can out of them since they're pulled apart and they're ready to go. But I got them in a box right here. So yeah, here's the two. I got everything separated into bags, the valves and all the springs and stuff, the gaskets and then the rocker boxes. I don't know if the guy's gonna put these on for me, but what I need is him to deck the bottom of these heads, because I don't know if you could tell, but those screw holes, there's a couple that are proud and then some of them are sunk in real good. And then I just wanted to get just a slight surfacing, and then hopefully you can do something for my valve seats, for my valves, whatever you want to call it, and then hopefully he can straighten out some of these studs. One of these, I can't remember which one, was really hard to get off because the studs are all over the place. So if he could just set this all up for me, get it straight, and clean these too, because they usually can put it in a solvent tank and clean it, that would be awesome.
Pardon me, do you have any
Death metal cycle. All right, took my heads in. I don't know when they'll be back. He said he'd get to them this week. It's Humboldt County, so hopefully there's not too much disaster with it. It should be pretty straightforward. I tried to tell him to just do the basics. I'm not getting it bead blasted. I'm just gonna have him clean it and then bead blast the internals. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, so here's what's left. I got the jugs sitting here. These have the, what everybody throws on there. I was trying to get the fire ring kind, but the guy I buy this stuff from couldn't get it, so I just went home to order it online to see if I could find it. But he said he had some Comedic stuff, so I'm just gonna run this. He gave me a screaming deal on it. Might as well. I don't know the torque specs though, that's the problem. I'm still searching for torque specs. If you know what they are, you know, put them in the comments below. But otherwise, the cylinders look pretty good. I'm gonna measure them and all that. I tried to use my trusty tool. This freaking thing, I got a Harbor Freight, the digital kind. Don't get one of these. It dies every time you need to use it. It's dead. I don't think it works. So I ordered a, you know, mechanical one with the actual gauge on it. So I'm gonna wait a couple days for that. Put that in the old toolbox. But everything else looks pretty good. You know, I'm just gonna put it back on there. I kind of want to just get something else besides these for the heads. I mean the jugs. And I keep leaning towards doing something different besides this stuff, because I kind of want this thing to be easy to work on. You know, I'm gonna have to go through the ringer with this thing. As far as the top end, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's got a big old top end on it. I don't even know the size. It's 3 5/8, so whatever that means. So that's kind of crappy, kind of fun, whatever. I kind of just want something I can put miles down on. So hopefully this thing doesn't explode on me. But here's the internals of the motor. All right, the jugs and all that stuff's off, obviously, on the bench. Here's the pistons and their rods. Got these giant pistons on there, but everything looks good, except when I took the front one off, I noticed that it had this dimple, or whatever you want to call it, this divot, and it looks broken. That's kind of what made me take off the other side in a hurry, because the other side's got this tab on it. And when I popped it off, they both had it, thank Christ. But it's got polished rods, and these things sink way down there. So it's pretty hot rodded out. Everyone I've talked to about having all this stuff, having all RevTech, gets pretty bummed on it. And well, I'm gonna run it, so who cares? If anything blows up, you know, it's a Shovelhead. I'll buy another one. The other thing is they're rocking around pretty good, so that's kind of a bummer. I don't know the tolerances. It's kind of something I'm gonna figure out. So they rock back and forth pretty good, but everything seems to be fine to me. They just go back and forth a little bit too much for my liking. And then I had my buddies over here, and then of course they're fucking pecking away and stuff and saying it's not good. You know, friends are never helpful. I'm gonna slap it all together and make sure the top end is dialed in and make a couple videos on that stuff from what I've learned, because I've been going down the rabbit hole before I just put them back on there. With my Sportster, that's what I did. I just slapped everything together multiple times. I'm kind of tired of doing that. On this one, I want to learn why things are what and what noises are causing what. And I've been kind of, since I've done the Sportster now, everything's kind of come full circle. So I'm pretty confident with this one. I'm just gonna ride it for the summer and see what happens. Take it on a couple like 300-500 mile trips. I'm not gonna go too crazy, but you know, just get it hot, run it through some mountains, and you know, if it's good, I'll just keep running it. And it's a Shovelhead, so it's gonna have electrical problems and whatever else. And I'll just keep that all on back stock. It's all torn apart, just waiting for the heads to be cleaned up, and it's wintertime, so we're just pecking away at stuff. I'm just trying to put a video out, keep everybody up to date. I haven't been working that much, so I'm just trying to pump these out. Head over to the old website, get yourself a beanie, a hat, some stickers, whatever else is on there. I got a lot of coffee cups. Go pick them up. It just helps support the cause. I don't really make money on this stuff. I just do it for fun, but it does help. And leave a comment if you see something that I shouldn't be doing, because we're all trying to learn this shit. So, you know, you're helping everybody else. And tell somebody else about my channel. If you're following along, thanks for sticking around. See you on the next one.